then that an analogous question could be asked of the leading figures in AI. What if you succeed? The field's goal has always been to create human-level or superhuman AI, but there was little or no consideration of what would happen if we did. A few years later, Peter Norvig and I began work on a new AI textbook, whose first edition appeared in 1995. The book's final section is titled, "What if we do succeed?" The section points to the possibility of good and bad outcomes, but reaches no firm conclusions. By the time of the third edition, in 2010, many people had finally begun to consider the possibility that superhuman AI might not be a good thing, but these people were mostly outsiders rather than mainstream AI researchers. By 2013, I became convinced that the issue not only belonged in the mainstream, but was possibly the most important question facing humanity. In November 2013, I gave a talk at the Dulwich Picture Gallery, a venerable art museum in South London. The audience consisted mostly of retired people, non-scientists with a general interest in intellectual matters, so I had to give a completely non-technical talk. It seemed an appropriate venue to try out my ideas in public for the first time. After explaining what AI was about, I nominated 5 candidates for the biggest event in the future of humanity. 1. We all die. Asteroid impact, climate catastrophe, pandemic, etc. 2. We all live forever. Medical solution to aging. 3. We invent faster-than-light travel and conquer the universe. 4. We are visited by a superior alien civilization. 5. We invent superintelligent AI. I suggested that the 5th candidate, superintelligent AI, would be the winner because it would help us avoid physical catastrophes and achieve eternal life and faster-than-light travel if those were indeed possible. It would represent a huge leap, a discontinuity in our civilization. The arrival of superintelligent AI is in many ways analogous to the arrival of a superior alien civilization, but much more likely to occur. Perhaps most important, AI, unlike aliens, is something over which we have some say. Then I asked the audience to imagine what would happen if we received notice from a superior alien civilization that they would arrive on Earth in 30 to 50 years. The word pandemonium doesn't begin to describe it. Yet our response to the anticipated arrival of superintelligent AI has been, well, underwhelming begins to describe it. In a later talk, I illustrated this contrast in the form of a very improbable email exchange that went like this. From Superior Alien Civilization SAC12 at sirius.canismajor.u to humanity@un.org. Subject, contact. Be warned, we shall arrive in 30 to 50 years. From humanity@un.org to Superior Alien Civilization SAC12 at sirius.canismajor.u. Subject, out of office, RE, contact. Humanity is currently out of the office. We will respond to your message when we return. Smiley face. Probably not the email exchange that would follow the first contact by a superior alien civilization. Finally, I ended my Dulwich talk by explaining the significance of superintelligent AI as follows. Success would be the biggest event in human history, and perhaps the last event in human history. A few months later, in April 2014, I was at a conference in Iceland and got a call from National Public Radio asking if they could interview me about the movie Transcendence, which had just been released in the United States. Although I had read the plot summaries and reviews, I hadn't seen it because I was living in Paris at the time, and it would not be released there until June. It so happened, however, that I had just added a detour to Boston on the way home from Iceland so that I could participate in a Defense Department meeting.